So Chips left the keys today, the magical set of keys that we only have one of because one of the keys is really weirdly shaped with all these pits and grooves that look like little craters. So the guy who can make our keys has to get some special equipment in, hopefully sometime this week before he can copy them. But Chips left the keys today. I have the only set of keys. That means I can go out and I can adventure. So I'm going to have the grand adventure of just going to the market next door and getting some fresh water and some soy milk and cereal so that we have some of the staples we've been relying on here. And I feel like such a goose because I've been kind of nervous about going, and I know I shouldn't be nervous. It's just down the stairs next door and to a market I understand and I recognize, and I'm just gonna try to make myself go and get some basic groceries for the first time all by myself in a foreign country, and I think I'm gonna feel so much better when I just get this over with. I did it! I went all the way down the 6 flights of stairs, it is, to the street, across the street, into the market, wandered around, collected up my groceries, paid for them. I was able to say like, ni hao and xie xie, hello and thank you after I finished paying for them. It's the same anywhere in the world, I think. The cashier rings you up and just holds their hand out for the money. You hand them the money, they hand you the change, and you go. And oh, I did it. I came home, I figured out the weird doors, managed to open both of them. I'm back in the apartment. I did that all by myself. Oh my gosh. I shouldn't be that excited about having gone and gotten groceries all on my own at 29, but I did it, and I'm gonna be excited about it, and I can do it again. And now the burden of bringing home basics doesn't have to be on Chips anymore, and that feels awesome. And these are the groceries that I brought home. I actually didn't record while I was inside of the little market because I was so nervous to be there in the first place, but I bet I will try to do that again. It's just the same market you've seen in some of the previous vlogs. Not really anything to write home about, it's just literally like a tiny grocery market. And I brought home some cornflakes, and they're Nestle cornflakes. I actually think they're normally entirely in perhaps English, because this is like a sticker that they smack over the front of it, so I think that's really funny. There's a lot of boxes like that in the market that will be in like English, or some of them look like they're in German or Swedish, and then they'll have stickers smacked over them to put them into Chinese, which is really interesting to me. And then we've got some delicious strawberry jam. Same thing, you can see here it's in, I'm pretty sure, like, this is from Switzerland, so I'm pretty sure it's just like, mostly in English. Like, the whole thing is in English in the little fine print, and then they put a sticker on the back to tell you about it in Chinese, which I think is interesting. Then we've got some really nice looking grapes. All of the produce there is always super duper fresh, so I got some grapes to eat as a snack. Some sparkling water, Pierre, which is the same thing that Chips' family drinks at home, except it's like half the price here. So some pink grapefruit sparkling water. Soy milk that we have found is the least weird tasting soy milk that we have managed to snag from that market. And some muesli, which I'm hoping will make a healthier alternative to constantly eating cornflakes and frosted flakes for breakfast, which is what we've been doing. So I want to try to switch to some muesli to see if I can get a little bit of that instead and have a little bit of a healthier start to my day. And health and goals related to health are kind of on my mind a lot lately. I think it's monkey see, monkey do phenomena yet again with watching some of the vloggers that I follow, and they're like, yeah, I'm gonna start going to the gym, or yeah, look at all this weight I've lost, yeah, look at how much I've toned up, or just a lot of people who also do YouTube kind of talking pretty frankly about the fact that it's not healthy for you to sit at a desk all day and that it can have very negative side effects. And I've been thinking about that a lot, but it also feels a little bit silly to be like, Seri, are you really going to try to completely change your life and your daily routines when you already have so much going on in Taiwan? So that's something that's on my mind, but I'm putting in the back of my mind for now. But definitely tackling my health and working out more and being more cardiovascular active. Doing Just Dance is like my favorite thing in the world. I love doing that, but I always would cheat myself out of it because I would be like, oh, you have all this work to do. And I really think my health needs to come before that amount of work, for sure. It's almost like if you want to put 6 videos out a day instead of just 2 or 3, then you have to Just Dance first. It will probably be what I do when we go home. So I have to think about how I'm going to handle that, but it is something I want to try to change and something I want to try to address perhaps during our rest weeks that we have when I go home, and I'll take off like 2 weeks to just do series super light until we get into the autumn event. I'm still working on tackling our summer events, but the autumn event I'm really looking forward to, because that's going to be well, it was like the autumn harvest or harvest moon or something like that. We're gonna call it like our harvest season. That's what we were gonna call it. And it's gonna be related around things like Animal Crossing again. We're gonna focus on like Banished, Star Stable, a lot of the like Trio Towns, Stardew Valley, all of those kinds of things will be coming in the autumn. But I'm trying to tuck my idea of completely renovating everything about how I live every single day. I'll start thinking about it now, so hopefully I can implement it when we go home. Because I don't know, maybe I'll be able to start implementing that while we're here in Taiwan, but when I can't really like count calories, because I can't even like, I mean, there's nowhere to do that on the pot sticker boxes that we get, and when I can't really like go out and jog, because this is a street, it's not a neighborhood. I don't know, I'm gonna think about it. I'm gonna think about it. Maybe we'll start with some experiments here, and then when I go home, I really think that's one of the most important projects I could bring on for myself. Though here we go, a nice healthy snack before I actually have whatever lunch Chips is going to bring home in about an hour. A few roasted nuts and then some delicious grapes. And I'm eating those while watching over my carrot farm in Sims Freeplay and watching Make 2, one of my favorite YouTube channels. They're super, super nice people, as they're revealing the secrets of Sims Freeplay to me with their old walkthroughs. So hopefully I'll be able to figure out a really fun way to be super successful in the game, because I really want to be able to start sharing this with you guys. I'm having so much fun. It is, unfortunately though, a very distracting time sink. Yay, Chips is back, and I let him into the building successfully by pressing the little button, and he brought home pot stickers for me to eat, which are really, really yummy. These are actually vegan pot stickers. I know if you see like some bits right here and here, it looks like meat, but this is actually the tofu, and they make it look like chicken, because I think it's more palatable to a lot of people if it looks like mock meat. And then I've got some soy sauce, and I'm reading one of my favorite mangas while eating lunch, with the daily rain arriving while processing some videos and getting in the flow of the day. I did it! I got Subnautica done, and I feel so much better, so I am really happy. I have been working very hard at trying to cascade episodes, which is what I call doing batch recording. It feels so good. I am just able to slip into the theme of what I'm doing, the theme of the adventure, creating that particular series, and really pay attention to the nuances of it, and just feel like I'm really doing a good job on those adventures. So I'm so relieved because I managed to tackle that. And Chips and I are going to Ucha-Cha again tonight for dinner, so I'm also very happy about that. It is eternally raining because it is rainy season here, but I brought my very cute umbrella that my mom gave me many years ago as a gift with me, so I am prepared for this rain. And I am also really glad to have that work done, and really glad that I went and did the grocery shopping on my own today, because I tackled a whole bunch of things that have been holding me back from not being boring with you guys, from being able to go out and do some real adventuring around Taipei. And that's why I feel kind of guilty about where the vlogs have been lately, because the first week we were here I was too motion sick and too jet lagged to even think about recording for the main channel, so I was able to focus on all sorts of fun adventures with you guys here on the vlog channel, and I haven't been able to do that the last few days because I've been focusing on work, which is also equally important. But now that I have finally gotten to a place where I can really get into the flow of cascading my episodes again and getting that done for the main channel, now that I'm starting to get my feet back under myself, and now that Chips and I are falling into a routine that we'll probably be in while he is here and we're here studying, or he's here studying, I'm here working, I feel pretty good about the future. I used the keys for the first time today, managed to get myself out and back in without catastrophe. I have figured out how to just hand somebody some money and get back products, so maybe we'll start going on more adventures of just walking around the neighborhood, and I can just get comfortable with just seeing what little things we might find and hopefully not get myself lost. But I have an emergency card to show people to try to point me back in the right direction in that case. But it's good, I feel good. So I'm sorry that the vlogs have been so like, I'm working, I'm in my work zone, but it's just been really hard to finally click into place with being able to create here. And I'm also really relieved because working really hard on that, and then working really hard on getting over my nervousness of going out and grocery shopping on my own the first time, have gotten me through a couple of the big barriers, and now I feel like I can take a breath. I don't have to worry about work. I don't have to worry about getting myself out of the apartment. I can step back and I can sit with you guys and think about what we can do for adventure. Spoilers, guys. It's been raining all day again. Non-stop. Actually, I woke up today and it was raining, and it's continued raining, and it's raining right now, and it's going to be raining tomorrow and the day after that and the day after that. And I think that's why I haven't seen the cats today. I haven't even seen them stop by once. And I'm kind of sad because I have really grown used to having the roof cats to watch me and me watching them. But I haven't seen them today. And I think that's because they've decided this is too much rain even for them.